Welcome to Hyperion Gaming. I'm Hyperion, and in our KVK, our Pass 4s are going to open in about 7 hours. So, yesterday I did a video on equipment and getting that ready for the battle. Now I'm going to do the final steps of prep before war starts. So that's going to be, making sure you're the right city civilization, city skins, make sure your talent builds are properly done. Make sure you have your equipment arranged correctly on the marchers you're going to use for fighting, whether it's in the field or rallies. This one's kind of silly, but making sure you have your city garrison set correctly. You also want to be familiar with the building plans. So, typically communicate with the leaders of the kingdom, whoever is handling the strategy for war. Also, checking your Discord. Usually it's distributed there. And then finally, the last step's pretty obvious. Just be online before the pass is open. So let's start with the civilization here. Now, looking at the civilizations outside of KVK, I'm typically Germany just for the training speed increase. But when I'm in KVK, I am a cavalry primary player. So I'm going to go to Arabia. I do rally a lot. And for me and my playstyle, Arabia fits the best. So the new screen they have here is really nice, just showing the differences between the troop types when I change from Germany to Arabia. Here are the requirements in order to change your civilization. So none of your troops are outside of the city. Neither your city nor your troops are in battle. You have no troops training, and you have no troops healing. I have troops outside of the city, and I have troops training. So I gotta fix that real fast before I can change city skins. Or change city civilizations. So once these guys get back, I will cut to the next scene so that you don't have to wait for the troops to come back. And I'll finish these trainings here. Okay, so the last of the troops are almost back. I'm going to go ahead and do the other things, and I'll just go and do my civilization change last. So I'm going to go ahead and fix my city skin. I've been using this one just for the looks because it's Christmas time. However, for battle, I am liking Summer of Passion and Hall of Treasure, just depending on if I'm using more of an infantry or cavalry focused troop composition. You'll notice they both have something in common, which is the least important stat of the least important troop type for me, which is archers and their attack. So that's why I lean towards them. I don't have a legendary city skin, just the way things work out every time. There's an option to get it. Either I don't have the speed ups or the AP or whatever I need at that moment, or life is just too busy or whatever, it may be. So for now, this is what I got to work with. So I've got a bunch of different options here. But since I do usually use mixed troop types, like not each march mixed, but I'll use 2 or 3 cav marches and 2 or 3 infantry marches, and if I'm using archers, I'll use like 1. So because I usually have more than one troop type on the field in battle, I like to maximize that. I know it's only 5%, but it's 5%. It's better than nothing. So for me, these are the 2 that I lean towards, and because I typically will default to cavalry, I'll start with Summer of Passion. All right, so that's done. Talent trees I already checked, but I don't have my ideal set of commanders yet. My Pakal Herald is not finished or really worthy of field battle. I'm going to play around with him and just see how he does. But my starting lineup is going to be XY William, Attila Takeda, Guan Yu with likely Leo or maybe Alex. It just depends on, or maybe CJ. I have all 3 of those, so we'll see. Ramses with YSG, and then Saladin, and I don't know who I'm going to pair secondary with Saladin yet. I probably will go with Khan, but we'll see how that goes. I have a lot of commanders expertise, so I can kind of mix and match how I wish. If I decide not to do Saladin, then I may mix in like Alex and somebody, or I don't know, we'll see. These top 4 I'm definitely going to be rolling with. It'll be the 5th march that's kind of a change up until I unlock a 6th march, and then we'll see how it goes. But I do plan to play around with Harold and McCall, even though they're not really ready for a field battle yet. 5515 is probably as good as McCall can get until he's expertised for field fighting. My Harold is really the problem though. He is pretty sad still. Let's see, where did I pass him? I did. Well, I thought I did. Oh yeah, I forgot I switched my power so it's lower. Yeah, Harold is not ready for anything yet. But, you know, being in a Sea Kingdom, there's a lot of really weak marches out there, so I can get away with it usually. And, you know, after one trip out of the city, and if he just gets destroyed, then I'll switch him out, and I can pair, you know, someone else with Pakal, because Pakal is fine like this. Really, 5515, it's still not, I mean, you really want this expertise skill for the 20% counterattack. I mean, that's huge. And then the extra damages, you know, extra 5% less damage taken from all sources is a pretty big deal too. But I can get away with 5515, especially since it's like a backup march. You know, I won't be like relying on this march. I just want to play around with it, see how it does. So, you know, maybe I'll mix in Alex with him, or even Richard. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play around with it because I'm trying to save up my sculptures, and I want to know who I want to invest in with universals, since I haven't been able to get a good enough rank in the Mightiest Governor lately to expertise Pakal. So I don't know if I want to keep just grinding out the Mightiest Governors until I can get enough, or put some universals into them and finish them off. I'm not sure. I was trying to save my universals for Harold, but we'll see. That's another video or two later. All right, so I have my gear set on the marches that I plan on using, and it's not hard for me to switch them around really quickly, so I'm not really too worried about it. That's something to focus on more. If you're not really sure about how you want your gear arranged, then I would say before fighting starts, maybe even a week before fighting starts, really start thinking about it so you can get yourself comfortable with which gear goes on what commander. For me, I really know how I like my stuff built, so I can do that in just a few seconds and I'm good. All right, so we got the city skin, talent trees, equipment. Oh, okay, so one thing, this might sound crazy. I know a while back with KVK, when it first was early and, you know, just kind of going in the beginning of the KVK days, there was a glitch where your garrison commanders would switch when you entered into KVK. So now it's not really an issue, but it's still good to have peace of mind to know which garrison commanders you have on your wall. Now in battle, when KVK starts, I have a silly tradition of just putting trash commanders on my wall and leaving them there, just to kind of entice people to rally me. However, if you get carried away with fighting like I do sometimes, you may forget to switch them back. So if you want to have peace of mind, then you can go ahead and put in the proper garrison before the fighting starts, so you know, don't have to worry about it later, or just don't change them in the first place like I do. I just like to be silly, and it's, you know, not a big deal. So that's one thing just to have done so you know it's finished. I've already familiarized myself with the building plans for tomorrow when the pass is open, so that should be pretty straightforward. And then now all I got to do is change my civilization, which my last march literally just returned, which is perfect timing. And then I just have to make sure I wake up on time, which hopefully won't be too bad, because I think I still got about 6 hours to sleep. All right, so let's see how we... Oh, wrong button. Let's see how we are looking now with these rules we have to meet to change to Arabia. All right, all the troops are back. Not fighting, not training, not healing. Let's do it. Okay, so we are done. My special troop type is changed. I can see here that it's the Arabia troop type, so I'm good to go. Got everything ready, got my gear, got my city, I mean just all of it. I'm done, I'm ready to go. So I can sleep with a peace of mind knowing that I'm ready for battle. I don't have to wake up and have all these things going crazy. In the morning, all I literally have to do is just pop my buffs, like my boosts, like troop expansion, 50%, and then probably a enhanced defense. Look for a rune, and I can start killing stuff. So it just makes it easier and more enjoyable, less stress, because sometimes you jump in a little bit late or something, and battle's already started, and it can be kind of chaotic trying to figure out what's going on and where you need to be. And then, you know, if that kind of stuff happens, you can easily forget to do some of the things I just did, which it's a lot easier just to do the night before and have peace of mind with it. So, all right, well, that's it. That's my KVK prep. Stay tuned. Battle starts here in about 7 hours, a little bit less than. And hopefully it'll be a crazy, just massive, bloodthirsty warriors killing each other. So we'll see how it goes. All right, well, until tomorrow, I will see you guys later. Good night.